Wolf Winter, penned by Cecilia Ekbäck in 2014, is a gripping historical thriller that revolves around a murder investigation in an isolated 18th-century Swedish town. Against the backdrop of an already tense community, the narrative unfolds amidst an exceptionally harsh winter. The book garnered critical acclaim and earned Ekbäck the prestigious 2016 HWA debut crown. Ekbäck, a Swedish author specializing in mysteries and thrillers for adult audiences, typically sets her novels in Sweden. With a background in marketing and journalism, she transitioned to full-time writing after completing her studies. Wolf Winter marks her debut novel. The story is set in a small community nestled within a serene valley in Swedish Lapland during the winter of 1717. Cut off from neighboring towns and villages, it's the kind of place where everyone is intimately familiar with one another. The community's identity is deeply intertwined with the ominous presence of Blackåsen, a foreboding mountain known for its history of strange and tragic occurrences. In times of uncertainty, the locals seek solace and guidance from their church and the local priest. The main protagonists are members of a Finnish family. Paavo, the family patriarch and a fisherman, is married to the outspoken and strong-willed Maija, who often takes charge and directs Paavo's actions. Together, they have two daughters, Frederica and Dorotea, who share a close bond and fiercely protect one another. However, due to Paavo's growing paranoia and fears related to the water, he can no longer work at sea. In search of a new livelihood, Maija proposes a house swap with her brother, who resides near the imposing Blackåsen mountain. She firmly believes that moving inland is the key to securing a fresh start for Paavo. Despite his reluctance, Maija's brother agrees, and thus the family arrives in Swedish Lapland in 1717. Initially, the family faces challenges in adapting to their new surroundings. Dorotea and Frederica, having only known life by the sea, feel confined and suffocated in their new town. Maija struggles to establish connections with the locals, while grappling with the limited income from her midwife profession, which is insufficient to support her husband and unmarried daughters. The arrival of the Finnish family in the Swedish town only deepens the locals' mistrust of outsiders, particularly those from a different country. Maija begins to question whether uprooting her family from Finland was a grave mistake. Their situation worsens when they take charge of the homestead. One fateful day, while tending to the family goats, Frederica stumbles upon a lifeless body. The deceased is identified as Eriksson, a local man. Upon examining the body, the townsfolk notice that his stomach has been brutally torn open, leaving a chilling trail of blood in the snow. The community attributes the tragedy to mountain wolves or a rogue bear, speculating that hungry animals sometimes venture down from the mountain in search of easy prey when food is scarce. Goats are vulnerable targets, but humans are also at risk if they venture alone and unaware. The priest, cautioning Maija and her family, advises them to remain vigilant and prevent the goats from straying too close to the mountain. Although most believe the investigation is closed, Maija senses that something is amiss. Eriksson's wounds do not align with typical claw marks or animal bites. Suspicious of the priest's possible knowledge, she requests permission to lead the investigation into Eriksson's death. However, the priest, fearing Maija's relentless questioning will upset the locals, denies her request. Undeterred, Maija decides to embark on her own independent inquiry. Meanwhile, Paavo, feeling disillusioned with the homestead, resolves to seek employment in a larger town. He plans to relocate the family once he returns. Maija, angered by Paavo's decision to leave her alone with their vulnerable daughters amidst the prevailing danger, reluctantly lets him go, but harbors resentment. With cabin fever setting in and no better alternatives, Frederica and Dorotea opt to assist Maija in her pursuit of the truth, lending their support to the investigation. Frederica possesses a unique gift that allows her to perceive the spirit realm and communicate with ghosts. Intrigued by the mystery surrounding Eriksson's death, she contemplates summoning his ghost to uncover the truth. However, Dorotea fears that if Frederica believes in the existence of ghosts, then perhaps they are responsible for Eriksson's demise. The harsh winter intensifies, and the mountain exerts an even stronger influence on Frederica. She becomes more entwined in its enchantment. The chilling winds of the record-breaking winter engulf Swedish Lapland, confining the townsfolk indoors as they weather the extreme cold. In the midst of this, Frederica persists in her attempts to establish a connection with the spirits, hoping to reach Eriksson. One day, to her astonishment, Eriksson's ghost materializes before her, pleading for her assistance. The mountain spirits are seething with anger, seeking retribution for their own tragic deaths. If Frederica fails to unveil the truth about the happenings in Swedish Lapland, the vengeful ghosts may unleash devastation upon the settlement. Determined, Frederica turns to the local Lapps, despite the strained relationship between them and the townsfolk due to religious differences. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, the Lapps reluctantly join forces with Frederica, setting aside their mutual distrust. Together, they embark on a quest to expose the dark deeds of the townsfolk. Their investigation reveals that Eriksson met his untimely end because he had discovered the existence of child molesters and murderers among the townspeople. Fearing exposure, these individuals silenced him. With the truth finally brought to light, the vengeful spirits haunting the mountain, the restless souls of deceased children, find solace and are appeased through the collaborative efforts of Frederica and the Lapps. The hidden crimes of the town are unveiled, leading to justice for the victims. The revelations not only bring peace to the spirits, but also serve as a catalyst for healing and transformation within the community. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.